Folks, I've been in this league for over 2 decades. I've seen things, analyzed players, evaluated strategies, and tracked rumors that would make your head spin. But let me tell you something right now. What's happening behind the scenes with the Green Bay Packers as of February 22, 2026, is unprecedented. It's borderline unbelievable. I'm talking about a seismic shift, a revelation so massive it could rewrite the entire NFL landscape. And I guarantee you, what I'm about to tell you is not just speculation. It's insider intel, confirmed sources, behind closed doors conversations that reveal something far bigger than anyone could imagine. Right now, in the heart of the NFL offseason, as teams scramble to prepare for the looming draft, free agency, and roster rebuilds, a game-changing move is quietly taking shape. And I promise it's going to blow your mind. This is not just another rumor. It's an earth-shaking possibility that could define the Packers' future for the next decade. The biggest jewel, a player whose impact could elevate this franchise into a new stratosphere, is about to become the subject of one of the most shocking trades in NFL history. But here's the catch. This secret is still under wraps. Yet from my sources close to the Packers' front office, from whispers in league corridors, and from the very heart of NFL power brokers, I can tell you the gears are turning. Something colossal is in motion. A move so audacious that it could instantly turn Green Bay into an NFC powerhouse, but only if the pieces fall right. Now, I need you to do something, pause and pay attention. Because what I'm about to reveal will distinguish those who are truly in the know from the casual fans. If you want the truth, the inside story, the real dirt, you've just found your source. And trust me, when I say this, the stakes are huge. The NFL as we know it is on the brink of transformation. And the key piece is a player linked to that transformation, someone whose name you'll want to remember for years to come. Before I get into the deep weeds, let me give you one hard fact that sets everything in motion. This isn't just about a player on the move. It's about a strategic, calculated, and potentially league-altering maneuver that could shift the balance of power in the NFC, perhaps even the entire NFL. And the player at the center of this, the one they want to bring to Green Bay, is none other than Joe Thuney. Yes, Joe Thuney, the elite guard who's been rewriting the rules of offensive line excellence, a player so crucial that his acquisition could be the missing piece for Green Bay's championship puzzle. But why Thuney? Why now? And how does this fit into the grand chessboard of NFL power plays? Let's get into the details, because everything I'm about to tell you is grounded in real intel, real strategies, and a vision for the Packers' next chapter. Now first, a quick call to action. If you're serious about understanding the truth behind NFL rumors, if you want to stay ahead of the curve, and if you crave that inside edge that separates the casual observer from the true insider, subscribe now, hit that like button, and activate the notification bell. Because what I'm about to unveil could change the way you see the NFL forever. And for those who are truly in the know, this is just the beginning. There's so much more to come, and trust me, the best is yet to come. Let's peel back the curtain on the Packers' current situation. Green Bay, under head coach Matt LaFleur, has been in a fascinating state of flux. After a promising run that saw the team reach the playoffs consistently, the last season was a roller coaster. Injuries, inconsistency, and a bitter playoff exit. But behind the scenes, LaFleur remains the mastermind, praised for his offensive schemes and ability to develop quarterbacks. Yet there's a palpable sense of urgency in Titletown. The NFC North is getting tougher. The Lions are emerging as a real threat. Minnesota is always lurking, and Chicago's aggressive rebuild is scaring the Packers' front office into action. The core issue: protecting Jordan Love and giving him the weapons he needs to thrive. That offensive line, though solid at times, has been a question mark for years. And here's where the internal intel gets even more interesting. The Packers are eyeing a radical upgrade to their offensive front. They want a top-tier, proven veteran, someone who can anchor the line, provide leadership, and secure offenses at their highest level. Enter Joe Thuney, a 10th-year veteran, a pros pro, and arguably one of the most underrated but vital components of any winning offense in the league. But what makes Thuney so special? Let's dig deeper. Part 1. The Scout's teaser. The unthinkable is happening in my 20 years in scouting and evaluation. I've seen plenty of trade rumors, some genuine, some smoke and mirrors. But what's happening right now is different. There's a process underway that's been kept under wraps, conversations happening in secret, negotiations that involve whispers of draft picks, salary cap gymnastics, and a level of strategy that only the league's highest echelons understand. I've heard chatter from trusted sources inside the league, names linked to top-tier talent, discussions about blockbuster trades, but nothing compares to what I've uncovered about Joe Thuney and Green Bay. You see, Thuney's name isn't just being floated around as a guy who might switch teams. No, there's a clear, deliberate plan in motion, a calculated move designed to instantly transform the Packers' offensive line from decent to elite. Rumors already suggest that the Packers have prioritized Thuney in their offseason plans, and sources tell me they're willing to do whatever it takes to land him, even if it means sacrificing future draft capital or restructuring contracts. And here's the kicker: this could be a game changer, a move that could vault Green Bay into the NFC's upper crust within a single offseason. But why Thuney? Because he's not just a blocker, he's a leader, a technician, and a guy who makes everyone around him better. His film is a testament: technical mastery, elite pass protection, and a rare ability to anchor against the most ferocious defensive fronts. Part 2. The Packers' critical needs. Why Thuney is the missing piece. Let's analyze what the Packers truly need right now. Despite their recent playoff appearances, the team still faces lingering weaknesses on the offensive line. Jordan Love, despite flashes of brilliance, was sacked 39 times last season. Not terrible, but enough to raise eyebrows. The protection has been inconsistent. Injuries, youth, and sometimes miscommunication have cost them dearly. Statistics don't lie. According to PFF, the Packers' pass-blocking efficiency ranked in the bottom third among playoff teams in 2025. Their interior line, in particular, struggled to maintain consistency, which ultimately impacted the success of their offense. If Green Bay wants to truly contend, they need a cornerstone, a veteran presence who can seamlessly plug into their scheme. Film study highlights Thuney's mastery. Against relentless edge rushers, he maintains exceptional hand placement, repelling speed rushes with flawless technique. Against power threats, his anchor is rock solid, rarely allowing pressure. He's a technician, a player who understands angles, leverage, and timing, a perfect fit for LaFleur's offensive scheme, which relies on quick, decisive protection and dynamic blocking. Analytics back this up. Thuney allowed just 14 pressures in 2025, a remarkable feat given the load he carried. He did not surrender a single sack all season. Elite pass protection is rare. They say blocking is an art and Thuney is Picasso. And leadership. Beyond the game film, Thuney is a locker room leader. His experience winning 2 Super Bowls with New England and 2 more with Kansas City since then makes him a player who commands respect from teammates and coaches alike. His presence could elevate the entire offensive line, stabilizing the unit and reducing the kind of costly mistakes that have haunted the Packers in recent years. Part 3. The reveal: why Joe Thuney is the perfect fit for Green Bay. Now here, where it gets even more intriguing. The same sources tell me that the Packers have been quietly monitoring Thuney's situation for months. They're aware of his contract, his availability, and most importantly, his desire to join a franchise with a genuine shot at the Super Bowl. Why Thuney? Because he doesn't just protect quarterbacks, he transforms offenses. Film-wise, Thuney's game is a masterclass in technique. His quick set, punch timing, and lateral agility allow him to handle speed rushers with ease. Watch his rep against Myles Garrett in Week 14 of 2025, a clinic in pass protection. Garrett, one of the league's most feared edge rushers, was stymied by Thuney's technical mastery. The way he resets, keeps his shoulders square, and maintains balance under duress is textbook. Statistically, Thuney's PFF grade in 2025 was a 91.2, among the top guards in the league. His run blocking was also exceptional, opening lanes for the Chiefs' rushing attack, which ranked in the top 5 in rushing yards per game. His versatility allows him to excel at both guard positions, a crucial factor for a team like Green Bay, which thrives on scheme flexibility. The impact of signing Thuney would be immediate and transformative. It would give Jordan Love the best protection he's ever had, unlock the potential of their rushing game, and elevate the entire offense to dangerous levels. Think about the possibilities: play action, bootlegs, quick passes, all made easier with a guard of Thuney's caliber anchoring the line. Part 4. How could the trade happen? The mechanics of a historic deal now, let's get into the nuts and bolts. How could the Packers pull this off? First, salary cap considerations. Thuney's contract has 2 years remaining, averaging around $17.5 million per year, which is manageable for a contending team like Green Bay. The Chiefs, in rebuild mode, are open to moving on from veteran pieces to accelerate their cap flexibility. The likely trade package: a combination of draft picks, perhaps a mid-round pick, say, a second or third round plus a conditional pick depending on performance benchmarks. Kansas City could be enticed by a future pick swap or a higher round pick if Thuney's performance stays elite and he leads the line deep into the playoffs. From Green Bay's side, making room for Thuney would involve restructuring some existing deals or releasing a less critical player. Given that the Packers have been conservative with cap space in recent years, they could also create flexibility by extending Thuney's contract slightly, adding incentives to get a deal done quickly. Winners and losers. Clearly, Green Bay stands to gain an immediate upgrade, a veteran leader to stabilize the line, and a shot at serious playoff contention. The Chiefs, on the other hand, get a valuable asset to rebuild with, possibly compensating with future picks or younger talent in return. Part 5. The fits, scheme, chemistry, and future impact. How does Thuney fit into LaFleur's offense? Very well, actually. Despite being primarily a power blocker, Thuney's agility and intelligence make him ideal for zone schemes, which rely on quick, decisive blocks rather than brute force alone. His versatility at guard means he can slot into either side seamlessly, giving LaFleur flexibility. Compared to similar players, say Brandon Scherff or Joel Bitonio, Thuney offers a unique combination of durability, consistency, and experience. His run-blocking grade consistently ranks among the best in the league. For Love, having someone like Thuney block at his side means fewer sacks, more confident play calling, and a smoother offensive flow. In the worst-case scenario, Thuney's age, born in 1993, so 33 in 2026, might suggest a decline in a few years. But the immediate benefit, bridging the gap to a potential Super Bowl window, far outweighs that concern. Part 6. Final verdict, the next big step for Green Bay. From my perspective, this move isn't just a rumor, it's a necessity. The Packers have the coaching infrastructure, the young talent, and the quarterback, Jordan Love, that can take a leap with the right protection. Joe Thuney isn't just a trade target, he's the missing piece. Watch for the signs. If the Packers make a bold offer in the coming weeks, don't be surprised when it's Thuney in green and gold by April. His leadership, elite skills, and strategic fit make him the perfect catalyst for Green Bay's Super Bowl ambitions. And mark my words, this isn't just about 2026. If it happens, it sets the tone for a decade of dominance. The NFL's landscape will shift, the balance of power will move, and Green Bay will reassert itself as a franchise to be feared. This could be the start of a new golden era, fueled by one of the league's most elite guards. The clock's ticking, the rumors are heating up, the pieces are aligning. Stay tuned, because what's coming next will redefine everything you thought you knew about NFL trades, powerhouses, and the future of Green Bay football. And I promise there's much more to come. The story is far from over, trust me.